Hi, my name is Damilola Peters, and this is Frank Talk. Frank Talk is a podcast where we talk about impending issues in Nigeria and the world at large. Today, we want to talk about a very unique topic. Have you ever wondered why Nigeria and South Africa are at loggerheads? Today, we want to talk about that matter. And with me today is a distinguished personality, Emmanuel. You're welcome today.
Yeah, it's good to be here. And I want to apologize for the, back and forth, and we have been very busy, but it's good to be finally here.
It's understandable.
Yeah, thank
We
you.
know that you're a busy man, sir. All right. So Emmanuel Ukoha is an historian. He's a documentary photographer. He's also a data analyst. And the last thing he is that he is a film making enthusiast. Today, Emmanuel will be sharing with us some of his points of view why Nigeria and South Africa are at loggerheads. Emmanuel, okay, without wasting much time, I want you to tell us why you think the exact roots of this matter, the history, where did this start from?
Okay, it's a part also, you know. I do tell people that the phrase Nigeria is the giant of Africa is not Nigeria as a country. It's talking about Nigerians as a people. Nigerians
Okay.
are go-getters. Nigerians are hustlers.
Yeah,
Nigerians
right.
are, they are there. Entertainment, music, filmmaking, politics, sports,
All round.
business. Talk about captains of industries. They are everywhere. You get my point.
Yeah.
So it's a part also. It's an envy thing. South
Okay.
Africans have always seen us as a threat. And so at every slight opportunity, they see it as a medium to attack Nigerians. So it's power. That's just it.
Wow. Okay. So you have said that Nigeria is blessed, and then one thing I just noticed that you said is it's not just Nigeria as a country; it is the fact that Nigerians,
Nigerians, yeah,
you know,
are
Nigerians
giants,
are the actual
giant of
giants
Africa.
of Africa. So that means that whenever we go out there to different countries as Nigerians, we are usually bound to succeed.
Of course, and that's why they'll throw stones.
And that is why they throw stones.
Yeah, at every slight
Okay,
provocation.
okay, okay. Because it seems like I get to ask myself why the hatred. You know, Nigerians are in South Africa, and then they go about their businesses, and then you just hear of xenophobic attacks. And in words, physically, these abuses are quite embarrassing. So, Emmanuel, I want you to tell us where exactly did this whole thing start from? I mean, the very beginning.
It's just this, like I said, it's a part of it's just mere hit. When you are successful, when you are there, people want to throw stones and ironically, to be honest, I don't even see South Africa as a competition.
Mm,
If you talk about if you're mentioning African countries that I see, okay, these people can actually compete with Nigerians. You talk about Egypt, talk about Algeria, Libya of old, Tunisia,
okay.
and maybe Ghana. But South Africans is not it. South Africans don't even own the country. 4%. South Africans don't even own 4% of the land in South Africa.
Interesting.
As a South African, if I want to travel from Pretoria to Bloemfontein to Johannesburg or Cape Town, I need a visa. That's bullshit. You get my point. So
Yeah.
if you talk about Ghana, at least you know that okay, when you get to Ghana, you know that Ghana have their shit together. They are doing their stuff together. They are controlling their thing. The businesses, the schools, everything
Okay.
is run by Ghanaians.
Okay.
But that's not the case in South Africa.
Okay.
That's not the case in South Africa. Yeah.
So the fact that you're saying that the fact that South Africa isn't even run
Even in competition, they're not even run by. They're
by.
not. The country is not even run by the region of South Africa.
Wow.
Let's
Okay.
go back to history. Sometimes I do tell people that the most overrated individual in the world is Nelson Mandela.
Hmm. Wow.
He is the most overrated, and it's not far fetched. Once you satisfy the white man's ego, once you do what the white man wants, whether I would like it or not, when it comes to PR, white people are number one. And
Okay.
because he has satisfied what they wanted, okay, he was sentenced to prison. He stayed in prison for 27 years. When he was about to be released, I know there was a conversation, we're going to release you, but this is what we want, this is what we want, this is what we want, this is what we want. In South Africa today, we have 3 capitals in South Africa.
Okay.
If you ask somebody what's the capital of America, they'll tell you Washington, D.C., Netherlands, Amsterdam, France, Paris, Copenhagen, Beijing, Tokyo, and the likes. Nigeria, Abuja, Ghana, Accra, Egypt, Cairo, Tunis,
Amongst
Algiers.
others.
You get my point?
Yeah.
Why is it that South Africa has 3 capitals?
Interesting.
The reason is because, okay, Mandela, we're going to release you now. This is what we want, this is what we want, this is what we want. We'll give you a Nobel Peace Prize for your efforts. We don't want the hostilities between the black and the white. Allow the whites do their thing. Let them handle the schools. Let them handle the businesses. Let them handle it. Let them. The richest man in South Africa is a white man.
Yeah. Very valid.
He's a white man.
All right. You have actually fired shots because
That's the truth.
he's
He's the most overrated individual in the world. In short, I can't even compare me personally. I can't compare Tinubu's efforts. I'm not a fan of Tinubu, but I'm just trying to tell you the fact. I can't compare Bola Ahmed Tinubu's effort in democracy with that of Nelson Mandela. Forget the noise and the hype.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first place you're hearing that Nelson Mandela is actually overrated.
He is overrated, honestly.
Only on Frank Talk.
Yeah. Well, this is Tinubu. I've not even mentioned Nigerian juggernauts like the likes of Awolowo, the likes of Saldana, the likes of Ahmadu Bello, the likes of Jaja, the likes of Funmilayo Kuti, and the likes. Those are people that fought for democracy. You were fighting for democracy. They threw you into prison for 27 years. You came outside from prison after 27 years in prison. Then, of course, there will definitely be dialogues now, and you're all suddenly a folk hero. So South Africans is not a competition anytime, any day. There's nowhere we're at par with them. Population-wise, intellectually, okay, we have a Nobel Prize winner who earned it.
Yeah.
In literature.
Yes.
You get my point? We have a Nobel Prize winner. We have a Grammy Award winner. Even before Burna Boy had his Grammys, we had the likes of Sade. You know her?
Yeah, Sade Adu.
She's a Nigerian.
Yes, of course.
Still is a Nigerian.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite musical groups, Pentatonix.
Yeah.
2 of their members are Nigerians. They have Grammy Awards. This is even before Burna Boy.
Okay.
Look at the Olympics. Forget the fact that Nigeria as a country didn't win any medal. But we had Nigerians winning medals for other countries.
Yeah, quite a lot of Olympians actually from Nigeria, and so many of them did not represent Nigeria.
Yes, that's to say that our country is just what is drawing us back. But the truth is that when it comes to the intellectual know-how, when it comes to the ability to succeed, the capacity to deliver, Nigerians have it.
Okay, so I want us to look at this at another angle. Quite recently, something happened online, and then South Africa had their beauty pageant, okay? And there was this contestant that had dual citizenship. Now, she was eligible because she's actually South African, but there was a problem, She had to withdraw because of her roots, her origin, her Nigerian origin. Imagine that. And it caused a lot of buzz online because how can you withdraw somebody because she has a Nigerian root? You understand?
Okay.
And then just a minute. And then after that time, it also came online that South African people, some South African persons, booked a Nigerian ride. You can imagine all the way from South Africa, and then just to humiliate the driver. And there's something very amazing about Nigerians. In physics, we talk about action and reaction being equal and opposite.
Yeah.
You trust our people; they reciprocated appropriately. You understand? And this has caused a lot of back and forth between Nigerians and South Africa. I want you to say something concerning that, because I feel that these things have happened, not just these xenophobic attacks, this back and forth has been ongoing for quite a while now.
Okay, I want to talk about the Chidinma case. That girl is beautiful. She's from Owerri.
You know the saying that Oregons they are shut down.
Oregons are shut down.
Very beautiful
So
women.
this is it. This is it. Like I said, South Africans are very backward, and the people who run the South Africans are the white and maybe the Indians. America is the. I want to make emphasis on America.
All right.
You know, I love America a lot.
Okay.
Okay. So America is the greatest country in the world, not because they are special than every other country, but America has one policy: if you can deliver, if you can give us this result, we don't care where you come from.
Okay.
We don't give an F where you come from.
All right.
As long as you can get this job done. We don't care your ethnicity. We don't care your race. We don't care your religion. We don't care your social orientation. As long as you can get this job done. And that's why people like Barack Obama can one day become president of America. That's why we can have a Kamala Harris running for presidency. You get my point?
I understand.
In I think 1938 or 1936, that's before the Second World War, America went to the Olympics. I think we had a very popular athlete then, Jesse Owens.
Who won
the 100 meters in
Okay.
the Olympics. Now, after the Olympic Games, Americans had over 200 medals.
Wow.
Are they the most talented country in the world? No. But you know why? Because they had so many immigrants.
Yeah, the acceptance.
So many immigrants competing with the American flag.
This last Olympics, we saw Chinko now.
Thank you. Running for America.
Competing as Americans.
Thank you. We saw a Nigerian. We saw from different walks of life. And that's why they deliver. You get my point? You can't do it alone. South Africans disqualifying Chidinma because of our roots is the dumbest thing any country can do. Any serious country won't do that. I'm not saying it because I'm a Nigerian. The truth is that she's a very pretty girl. She can go as far as what it takes to even win the Miss African pageant and even win Miss World, if that's the case. And the thing is that when she wins, she's not winning under the Nigerian flag. She's winning as a South African.
I mean,
who takes the glory? South Africa.
South Africa.
When history talks about Miss World,
it's going to be in the books that a South African won it.
They won't say it's a Nigerian. A South African won it. Today, AJ, they will tell you that he's a Briton. He's from
Anthony Joshua.
You get my point? So that's a very dumb representation.
So
then you decided to disqualify her, and you chose a white lady, the same race that South Africans were sending food to South Africa now. These South Africa that are talking anyhow now. We're practically feeding them during the apartheid period.
Imagine
countries like Libya, countries like Nigeria made massive donations to South Africa.
Wow.
You get my point? Then now you're now coming up one day because you have white people helping you to govern your country. Then you now have the guts to say you want to challenge the giant of Africa.
Please ricochet that again.
The giant of Africa. When did you get independence?
You know why?
When did you get independence? 1994. And that's almost Gen Z independence country. You're coming to challenge a country that has been on their feet since the 60s.
Okay.
It's really sad. That's why I tell you that if you're talking about countries that can actually sit down with us and we have a conversation, you talk about Egypt, you talk about Algeria, you talk about Ghana, but not South Africa. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can hear.
Those ones are making that. Not as if they are better than we are still the giant of Africa, but we can actually have.
There's something. Okay.
We can sit down and have a conversation, but not South Africa.
So what you're saying, in retrospect, let me understand you, is the fact that South Africa no follow at all.
They're not rich. Is it by population? Yeah. Okay, look at this nonsense thing that they were doing. You know what? Nigerians always follow Newton's third law of motion.
Yeah.
Which states that
as you bring down, we'll give
every Newton's third law of motion states that to every action
there's equal and opposite reaction. Yeah.
You get my point?
Yeah.
So if you bring it to Nigerians, we'll give it to you. Woto.
Okay. So as we round up, I want to establish some things. You know that one of the reasons why Nigerians have been migrating to a place like South Africa is because we can't take it away from them. They are well-to-do, irrespective of whether what is responsible for that. They are well-to-do as regards they have a good system running. Okay, you can't compare their infrastructure, you can't compare the road networks, you can't compare so many things. As a nation, their system is working well, which is why Nigerians go there. to thrive.
You
Okay.
remember what I said about the phrase "giant of Africa"?
Yeah.
You get my point.
Okay.
Giant of Africa is not related to Nigeria as a country,
Okay.
but it's related to Nigerians as a country.
Oh.
So if you wake up one morning and you say you want to criticize Nigeria, I probably will
It's
not be on the
related to
podcast.
Nigerians as a people.
Yes.
Okay.
Nigeria as a country, if
Okay.
you wake up and want to throw shots, I probably will not be at this. I probably won't be at this broadcast.
Oh,
Get my point?
all right.
But not Nigerians. Nigerians are
Okay.
are
I get
exceptional
you. I get
individuals,
you.
get my
Yeah.
point?
Yeah.
Yes, they have good infrastructure. So what makes you a superhuman? What makes you a hero is your ability to strive under great technical odds.
Well said. Okay, caveats. Let me quickly say this. Let it be noted that you can throw shades at Nigeria as a country, but when you throw shades at Nigerians
yeah.
as a people, we will come after you. All right. So as we round up, I want to conclude by saying something that is quite important. Okay. Like I was saying before about the fact that they have a good system working for them. It will be incomplete if we do not talk about the fact that our country is a failed system. All right, that's why you find Nigerians. There are copious reasons. Imagine the Olympics you talked about. Nigeria didn't even get a single medal, not even bronze. And then so many Nigerians won lots of medals were won by Nigerians. If you understand,
other countries.
Representing other countries. So it just tells you that something is actually wrong with the system. That's why our Nigerian people are moving out, migrating out, looking for greener pastures. So I'm saying this because this is supposed to also going to be an eye-opener, a wake-up call, to our government, and because if everything is done the way they should be, we will not migrate. Imagine a country, a nation where with the kind of mind, the great minds we have in this country, and if everything were to be going properly, do you know Nigeria will be respectable in the world at large,
irrespective of what's going on, irrespective of our
shortcomings.
Failed governments and failed infrastructures and the likes. Nigerians are still respected. You get my point? That's the truth. If you go on social media, you find it's a beautiful thing when you see Chinese, Filipinos from different walks of life, different races, imitating our songs, vibing to our songs, vibing to our movies. There was a movie. I think was it Anikulapo also?
Okay, Anikulapo.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It was number one in so many countries, not even English-speaking countries.
Wow.
That's to show you how talented we are as a people.
Yes.
How powerful we are. How irrespective of field infrastructure or field system, we still strive under great technical odds. So, like I said, it's a wake-up call for our government.
Yeah,
a wake-up
it
call.
is.
It's really emotional because we are so blessed. I don't even want to talk about oil and other things. I'm talking about human capacity.
Yes.
I'm talking about
Basically.
human capacity. You get my point. We are doing excellently well. When Nigerians travel, I'm happy when the kind of news I hear, I get to hear from Nigerians and like striving, learning the language, integrating into systems
in no time,
and doing great things. So it's a shame that South Africa sees us as an enemy. We're actually not an enemy. We're actually a friend. It's a shame,
Okay.
and I think it's high time they back out. Nigeria, they can't win this war. It's not possible. It's not possible. No matter how hard they try, no matter how close they get, you can't win an average Nigerian. We are fighters. We're designed like that.
Yeah.
You get my point?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So it's what it is.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful time with our very esteemed and distinguished personality. Emmanuel, it's such a pleasure to have you today on the show.
Thank you.
We hope that you will be honored again, to have you
anytime,
in the studios.
You guys
sometime soon.
You guys are my family.
All right.
So anytime I'm free, I would always.
All right. Thank you very much. So Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it all here on Frank Talk. Till we meet again next time, my name remains Damilola Peters. Thank you very much.